Hello darlings and welcome to another episode of What's My Cooking. Oh, I really should have shaved. So today we're going to be recreating the Eggslut sandwich. So Eggslut is a sandwich shop in LA that I went to a few years ago, and they do scrambled egg sandwiches among other things. And it's really soft scrambled eggs in a sweet brioche bun with some cheese on top, and it is just really the most Moorish thing you could have as a sandwich. So today we're going to try and make it at home. It's actually quite simple to do. You just have to do a little bit of prep beforehand to make sure you have the best Eggslut sandwich you can make at home. So the first thing you're going to need is a really good bun, and the ones that I recommend are these malted burger buns that I've picked up at Spinneys. And the reason I want to pick these over like a standard burger bun or standard slice of bread is these ones are really soft, they're quite sweet as well, and they just have the perfect texture and consistency of the Eggslut buns as well. So this is the one that I'd recommend. You can do them with normal burger buns, I guess, but you're going to notice that the taste and texture is a lot different. So try and hunt these down at Spinneys or go to a good bakery and ask for a brioche bun. It'll be about the same thing. The second thing you're going to need for this, which is a bit of a prep work, is this. It's caramelized onion. And I've made this one at home. It's really easy to do. All you have to do is chop up a couple of onions. So I've got, I think, about one whole onion in here. Chop it up really finely, or you can slice it depending on how you like your onions. Chop it up, put it into a pan with a little bit of oil and about maybe a teaspoon of butter. Let the onions sweat for about maybe 5 to 6 minutes on a medium heat. Once that's done, add in 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of white sugar, and just stir it up. Let the onions, mix up with that sugar, and then reduce the heat to a medium-low and slowly cook them up for about 20 minutes to half an hour, stirring every now and then so it doesn't burn. And what happens is the sugar then caramelizes with the onions, and you get this beautiful, sweet, soft, almost like a pate of onion that you can smother onto some toast or in sandwiches, and it just really adds a really nice element to your sandwich. And so we're going to be using this in our Eggslut sandwich today. Next, you're going to need some cheese, and in the original Eggslut sandwich they use the American cheese, the sliced ones, the pre-sliced ones. I've just gone to the cheese section of the supermarket and picked up some of this kind of cheddar, really nice and orange, which is going to do exactly the same thing because I don't really like the pre-sliced one. So you're going to need a couple of slices of cheddar cheese. You're also going to need some chives. We're just going to chop these up really finely and add these to the eggs when they're done cooking. You're also going to need some sriracha mayonnaise, and that is really simple to do. You really just take some regular mayonnaise and some sriracha sauce and mix them together. Now, quantities will depend on how spicy you like your mayonnaise. So I would say maybe about 4 to 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise to about 1 to 2 tablespoons of sriracha sauce. You're also going to need some butter, some salt and pepper, and of course some eggs. Now I'm using 2 eggs, which should make about 1 decent sandwich. You can scale the recipe accordingly if you want to make more than 1 sandwich at a time. So we're just going to do our sriracha mayonnaise. So I'm going to take my mayo and put it into a bowl, and I'm just going to add some sriracha sauce to that. Like I said before, you can add as much or as little sriracha as you like, depending on your flavor. I'm going to add about maybe 1.5 to 2 tablespoons, and then just mix it up. There you go, that's done, sriracha mayonnaise. For my eggs, all I'm going to do is crack them in the bowl, add a bit of seasoning, and that's it. So let's get 2 eggs in here. Get some salt and some pepper. I'm just going to whisk this up really quickly. So I've gone ahead and taken the bun and cut it in half. I'm just going to lightly toast this for about 3 to 4 minutes, just so it's a little bit brown and nicely warm through. For the actual eggs, we're going to take our already beaten eggs and pour it into a cold pan. Okay, we have to put this on the heat. We're going to add a knob of butter and then bring it up on a medium-low heat to start cooking it really slowly. Okay, we've got our eggs in the pan with our butter, and I'm just going to use a spatula to move this around. Again, we're over medium-low heat, and we're just going to really slowly cook this down so we get a really soft and really nice scrambled egg. Now this is going to take some time, so you want to be patient. You don't want to be tempted to raise the heat up to high and cook this quickly. You want this to come together really slowly and really nicely, so that's what makes it a really soft, really fluffy scrambled egg. So just take your time, move the butter around, move the eggs around, and pretty soon you'll start seeing it slowly starts cooking as you move it around. And then eventually you're going to have a beautiful pan of soft scrambled eggs. So it's been about, I think, 5 minutes or so that I've had this on the heat. And as you can see, the butter is melted and you can just about make out small bits of egg that are forming. So you want to try and keep this moving in the pan so that you have nice small bits of scrambled egg that are forming in your pan. And I like using a spatula just because it's easier to move the egg around the pan rather than using something else. So if you don't have a spatula, you can use maybe like a wooden spoon, but for the best results, try and use a spatula. And just moving that scrambled eggs from the bottom of the pan and mixing it up again so we can get some more scrambled eggs cooked to the bottom. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes now. As you can see, they've all come together. It's still nice and moist. It's not drying out. And that's when we want to take the heat out and add our chives. So we're just going to add a little handful there and mix them up. And then that's your egg done. Really simple. Okay, so we've got our bread here with the sriracha sauce on it. This is the bottom bit here, and I'm just going to go ahead and scoop our beautiful egg onto the bun as carefully as I can. You want to make sure you're getting a nice big portion of egg, like it really should be a nice little mountain. So I think for 2 eggs you can easily get one nice big sandwich like this. Oops, spilling everywhere. You can see just how soft that egg is. It's just really, really nice and really, really beautiful. Just gonna bring it up over here. And now we're just gonna top it with some cheese and we're gonna pop it in the oven for maybe about a couple of minutes just to melt the cheese. We don't wanna add any color to it because it's already been toasted. We just wanna add a little bit of texture to it by having the melted cheese on it. So there we go, and into the oven we go. And there's our beautifully melted cheese. Now I did pop mine in the oven to melt it. It was a 200 degrees centigrade oven for about 40 seconds, and that's all you need to do. You can see it's nice and melted here. We don't want any color on it. We don't want to toast the bun anymore. We just want to get the cheese nice and melted like so. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our top half of the bun and our caramelized onions that we made earlier. And I'm just going to take a good teaspoon of that and put it on the bun. You can put it on the cheese if you want, but I prefer putting it on the bun. And just spreading it out just a little bit, like that. And then we're just going to put that on top. And we're done. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so time for the moment of truth. I've got my Eggslut sandwich over here. It does look incredibly appetizing, so I'm going to dig in and see what it's like. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. That is something else. You have a really rich scrambled egg, really soft. You have the sharpness of the cheese, and then that kick from sriracha comes in with the mayo, and then finally there's a hint of sweetness from the onions. This is by far the best sandwich you will make at home. And yeah, I'm gonna finish this on my own. So leave a comment below if you like this video. What else do you want to see me make at home for What's Nick Cooking? And I will see you in another video very soon. Ciao.